Do full screen. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Oh. And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Anthropwood Movie Mania. And today I welcome back my new co-host, Shannon. If you haven't followed her on Instagram, go over to Spooky Fox Horror, where you'll find all amazing content. And she loves to show off her collectibles, which we'll be doing in today's video too. We are going to be talking all about movie news. So first off, everyone give a round of applause to my new co-host.
Hi guys, thank you so much.
So how have you been since we last talked?
Melting, but good. I hate summer, not a summer girly at all. It's not goth weather. I can't wait for autumn. And yeah, insects are horrible, the heat's horrible. Apparently it's gonna get worse over the weekend. Like, check on all your goth friends because we're not okay.
Yeah, the weather has been brutal this week. I was at work last night because I work at Tesco, and they didn't have any aircon on.
Ugh.
So I was absolutely just sweating buckets. So it was horrible. And then just to walk out of the hot shop, just walking back into hot air outside. So it's like having had a breather. Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, I've been all right.
Oh, good.
Right, so in a change of things, my new co-host is going to be leading this full video. I'm taking a step back and just going to chill and answer whatever questions she has got to give me. So I will leave this video in your hands. So off to you.
Very exciting and also kind of daunting. So my first question is, what movie are you most excited for that's coming later this year?
Oh, see, now when I thought about this, I was thinking one film, but then I had to look it up. I had to look what was actually coming out, and there's actually quite a lot of films I'm excited for. So my first one is taking a slight derail off the horror route. Is The Naked Gun with
Liam Neeson
and Pamela Anderson, because I am a big fan of the original trilogy. What's his name? Forgotten his. Leslie Nielsen. Liam Neeson is in the new one. Leslie Nielsen is in the off-card. Because the names are too similar. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the original trilogy with O.J. Simpson. Believe it or not, I do enjoy O.J. Simpson in the films, even though a lot of people don't really like him for certain reasons. But yeah, that's one of them. I just hope it holds that type of comedy that the original three had, because the original three are just pure slapstick comedy.
Yeah, I just remember the scene on the stairs.
Oh, and number 3, where the shoot where they're catching all the babies and they're killing all the monsters. Yeah.
There's babies and nuns and ducks. And all sorts.
It's just so I'll be honest, I could do a full video on just the Naked Gun trilogy. They were the first one where OJ gets shot about 100 times and they miss every organ. And he steps in a bear trap and into a wedding cake and wet paint, and I was who would have that on a boat? But yeah, there's loads of other things. My next one would be The Running Man remake.
Okay.
Because that just recently give out a trailer for it, and it wasn't what I was expecting at all, because I love I'm a big fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm a big fan of 80s action heroes like Stallone, Seagal, Jackie Chan, Schwarzenegger, Van Damme, Chuck Norris, all them. I grew up like love it, and I
Mhm.
still like once I. Do you ever watch a film like you go, oh, I fancy watching one of their films, but
Mhm.
then because you know like they brought a load out, you end up like binge watching loads of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, the Running Man, like it's got the same premise to the original, but it's got a new take on it where instead of just surviving in the games, they've got to survive a full month out in the real world with the state hunting them down to like claim a
Mhm.
prize. So I thought that was like a good twist, but I don't know if that's like actual because I've never read the novel, so I don't know if
Yeah.
that's the actual like thing in the novel or they've like took a new twist on it. But yeah, I'm
I've
looking
not
forward.
seen the original, so I can't
Oh,
really
oh,
compare it
oh,
to
well,
anything.
well, you need to watch. You know what? I should just give you a full list of films to watch.
Mhm.
Have you got like a dodgy Fire Stick?
No.
No. Oh well, it's normally on the telly. If you ever see it on if you ever see it on like Film 4 or anything like that, just record it and then it's on there pretty
Mhm.
much most of the time. Um, my next one is Frankenstein
Yeah.
with I
Guillermo
can't,
del Toro.
that's it. Yeah, I can never pronounce his name.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
but
most excited for.
yeah, I'd seen the advert. And like, it just looks like a. I know Frankenstein's been done loads, but I don't know. It said it was when I was reading about it. Like what he was saying, it's meant to be like a love story. Well, I know it's
Mhm.
meant to be a love story, but like with Dr. Frankenstein and his wife and how she gets killed and everything. But yeah, it's just interesting to see a different take. Besides, most of it was like a big chunk of it was filmed in Edinburgh.
Mhm.
Like
Well,
I've seen,
Guillermo is the king of monsters, so we can at least know that the monsters are gonna look amazing. If nothing else, the design of the monsters is gonna be insane.
yeah. Like I mean, I'm interested in it. Just it looks interesting. Like even the setup, like it just sit there, like they were filming in Edinburgh. Like they made like the full Edinburgh town, like proper, like 18th century, 17th or 18th century, like looking.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was something I was very interested in. What else have I got? Next one up is Predator Badlands.
Okay, yeah. The trailer for that
Like
looks good.
again, I'm like a big Arnold Schwarzenegger fan. So like I love Predator 1 and 2. I mean, I actually just watched Predator the other night. Like while it was on Film 4 while I was on my break at work, so I ended up watching most of that. Like just sat in
Mhm.
the campaign. But yeah, like Predator it's interesting to like it's like I've only seen the advert once. Like I've only watched it once, so I don't know what I really make of it. Because like they haven't been. The one thing I would say in the advert, the predators looked a bit too CGI in the face
Mhm.
compared to what the original was. It was just all practical.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that's like put me off a little bit with it. But it looks too in the future as well.
Mhm.
That's the one thing. That's another thing. But I mean, I'll be interested to see where it goes because the last one that came out, Prey, like I thought that was
Mhm.
really good.
Yeah, and that was so completely different.
Yeah, like I liked how it was set in the past, but then it had that connection with the gun to Predator 2. So, but yeah, there was like loads of. I mean, Predator 1, like that will always be my favorite out of a lot of them. It's just
Mhm.
like pure 80s muscle action, like cheesy lines and muscle like big, like just pure 80s muscles and everything like
Mhm.
manly you can get.
I think Alien versus Predator is probably my favorite in the whole franchise because I like Alien more than Predator. But I like the fact that the Predator like sides with the humans and like helps them out. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, that's so sweet.
well, I went to the cinema to watch Aliens versus Predator
Hmm.
when that came up, but I haven't seen the second one. I haven't seen the second one. Requiem is it called?
Yeah, I've seen that one, I think, a long time ago though.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, so I'm not sure how that one works out. But yeah, I don't mind the first one because the premise was like interesting, like where they're underground in the pyramid and like they were all worshipped and to go against each other. It was like a good. It was decent for what they tried to do with it at the time.
Mhm.
Uh,
But yeah, later this year, I'm most excited for the Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, and there's going to be a Brides movie. I don't know if it's just called Brides, but it's about the Bride of Frankenstein as well. So
what so
we're getting.
will that be a follow like a follow on to it, or it's its own separate thing?
It's gonna be a full movie. I can't remember who's doing it, but it's gonna be like a new take on Frankenstein's Bride. But yeah, I just think that's exciting that we're going to get two movies in the same year from the same sort of
Yeah.
universe, from like the world of Mary Shelley.
Oh, have you seen the Robert De Niro version?
I think so. Yeah.
That's that's a good one. Because you know what, I was looking. Wait, what? Bear with me a sec. I'm just having a little think.
Mhm.
What film came up before? Oh, that was it. So in 19, because like in the in the 90s, there was like a massive before like Scream came out and like all the slashers making like horrors and stuff. In
Mm.
1994, there was like a universal like just surge of monster movies. I don't know if you
Mhm.
know this. So in 1994, we had Interview with the Vampire,
Yeah.
we had Mary Shelley's Frankenstein,
Mhm.
and Jack Nicholson's Wolfman.
Yeah.
So like to bring them three out, like I only realised this. When was it? Last 2024. 2024. Yeah, 2000. About 2 years ago. I don't know. What year we're in 25? Last year. Should I say?
Mhm.
I'm thinking we're in 2026 here. So last year was a 30th, like the 30th anniversary for like all three of them,
Mhm.
and I didn't realize it till like later on. So I only did two of them. Was there Jack Nicholson's Wolf and Interview with the Vampire, like a 30th anniversary, like a can't get my words up, a 30th anniversary episode of like both of them two. But I never got to make the Frankenstein one, which was a bit of a shame,
Mhm.
just to like finish it off. But it's good how they like try like how that just little surge of like Universal horror monster movies
Yeah. Well,
came out.
this year we've had the Wolfman remake, I guess,
Mm.
movie. And then the Interview with the Vampire TV series, I think, came out this year. If it didn't come out this year, it's become popular this year.
Have you watched the series?
No, I need to watch it. But have you ever seen Young Frankenstein with
Yes.
Gene
Well,
Wilder? Um, they're the creators of What We Do in the Shadows TV show. They're making a Young Frankenstein comedy series.
oh really?
Yeah, I think that'll be really funny. That'll be really good.
Yeah, like yeah, I love Young Frankenstein with Frau Brucker.
Yeah.
Makes the horses go off and
Mhm.
I go with his eyes, man. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's got him dancing on the Ritz with the
Yeah.
kid. Dancing on
Well,
the
they made it
Ritz.
into a Broadway show, and in the
Yeah,
Broadway show, there's an entire segment where Frankenstein's singing and dancing to Putting on the Ritz. Like, that's hilarious.
yeah, yeah. He kicks the old man in the nuts, like when he puts the sensors on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. There's loads of funny bits in that, man. But then again, Mel Brooks, like he's done like loads of funny things. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
just hilarious. Like he did Dracula. Have you ever watched Dracula Dead and Loving It?
No, I don't think
Oh,
so.
that is so fun. So basically, it's Leslie Nielsen, who, like from The Naked Gun. He plays Dracula,
Mhm.
And
I think I have seen it actually. I'm sure I've seen him as Dracula in something. Yeah.
yeah, like that is some of the scenes in that. There's a there's a scene where Renfield is like in bed, and the two brides of Dracula come in, and like he realizes, and then they start like proper grinding and like humping the furniture, like trying to like seduce him. And, like any other man would be like, oh my god, like get over here, and he's like, oh my god, what are you doing to the furniture? then the come on, he's like, it's like what? I was like, what's going on? Like, who? That's my knee you're straddling. He's like, who are you people? But yeah, there's like, it's freaking like Dracula. Like at the beginning, Dracula makes his way to the top of the stairs, and like Renfield's just came into the castle, and he's like, oh, you. He's like, hello. Like the little bat like starts flying around him. He goes, creatures of the night, and then the bat shits all over the floor. He goes, oh, what a mess they make. And he goes, I am Count. Like as meant to say Dracula, he slips on the bed, the bat shit and falls down the stairs.
I'll have to check it out.
Oh yeah, like like I said, I've watched that film God knows how many times. But then he made like Robin Hood Men in Tights, like and Blazing Saddles, and there's like so many like they just announced doing a Spaceballs 2.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, do you know what? I haven't seen the first one yet.
Oh my god, it's on Prime currently. You should watch it.
Yeah, like I can't. It's been one of them films like I've been putting on the back burner for I don't know how many years now, but like since they've announced this new one, I've seen since they've announced it. Like loads of people have been putting on TikTok and stuff for like clips of the film.
Yeah, it was.
So like
Rick
I have been watching like little bits.
Movie before he retired, but he's coming back for the sequel, so that's exciting.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm surprised Mel Brooks is still alive. He's like 98 or something, isn't he?
It's like Martin Scorsese or that guy. I think he's like really, really old.
Yeah.
But he's still working, I think.
Yeah.
Shall we move on to the second question?
Oh, do you know, I had two more films.
Okay, gone.
That's like my next one up is Mortal Kombat 2.
Okay, yeah.
So like I'm a big fan, like I say, like in the night, like big fan of the 90s. Like I love the original first two, Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat Annihilation. But are you a fan of the Mortal Kombat or not?
I don't mind. I'm more of a Street Fighter fan, to be fair.
Do you love the Van Damme film?
Yeah, with like Kylie Minogue, but they're remaking that. And some of the wrestlers are going to be in it, like the current wrestlers, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I've seen that. I think like Jason Momoa is meant to be in it as well.
And David Dastmalchian's going to play the main bad guy.
Oh, not Colonel Bison.
Yeah, I think so. It's the guy who the dad from the Addams Family played in the original.
Oh, Ra'ul Ghul, yeah.
Yeah. His character, David Dastmalchian's playing him.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I was going to say, if you were a fan of the Mortal Kombat,
my boyfriend really likes Mortal Kombat.
Oh, well, right. Well, I'm going to tell you then, if he's seen the films of Mortal Kombat, if he hasn't seen a series called Mortal Kombat Legacy, right? This little small company had made it. Yeah, like God, we're going back a few years now, but they brought them out on YouTube, and they were only like 8 to 10 minute episodes, and like so the first season is like everyone's backstory, like leading up to the tournament. And then the second season is the tournament.
Mhm.
But they were meant to do a third season, but then it got cancelled. Like showing the actual
Yeah.
tournament itself, like the full ending to that tournament. But someone has put the full thing on YouTube, like just like all episodes blended into one thing. It's on for like 2 hours. So they've made it like a full film. So if your boyfriend wants to watch that, then it's called Mortal Kombat Legacies.
That's cool.
Yeah, so the full thing's on for like 2 hours. Like he's just made it like all into one thing, so it looks like a seemingly like long film.
Mhm.
So yeah, so tell him if he's watching, tell him. Okay. My last one is I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Okay, yeah. That's
That
releasing very, very soon.
yeah, it comes out in 2 weeks, I think.
Mhm.
2 weeks. But yeah, like the more like I'm really looking forward to it because I love the first two. But the more pictures I've seen of it, there's so many things that they've used from the original film.
Yeah, it's got good nostalgia.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just don't want it to be. I know they're trying to make it its own thing, but I just don't want that many things to be thrown in to make it look like the original.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
the one.
it
It's the one thing that's like bugging me big time.
needs to do itself justice.
Yeah, like it needs to like stand out if it's gonna. Because I know they made the TV series that flopped. I know they
Mhm.
made another 2 films and they flopped. But I'm hoping just bringing back Freddie Prinze and Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Yeah, it was a good move.
That makes it work. Wow. So yeah, that's. So what about you? What films are you looking forward to? Or is it just Frankenstein?
Frankenstein and the Brides movie. I can't think of anything else coming out that really, really sticks out to me for the rest of this year. I was really excited for Jurassic World Rebirth, but I've not been to see it yet. But yeah, that was on my and Weapons actually. I'm really excited for Weapons.
What?
The marketing for that looks really good. It's kind of like Black Phone, like kids go missing.
Is that with the school kids?
Yeah, all of the trailers and teasers have been really good and really creepy. Like their marketing team's been insane. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Well, that'll be interesting. Right, what's the next question?
What was your favourite release of 2024?
See, I've written 2 films down, but I went to see a lot of films last year. Because like when I got my cinema card, obviously I said last time, I bought it in like September, and then I found out that they were shutting the Cineworld in January. So, like, I absolutely like hammered my. I did like in the space of like 3 months, I did like 35 films.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I just absolutely hammered the card, like getting my money's worth out of it. But I would say Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay.
That was a film because like I just wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. I
Mm-hmm.
knew it was going to be good with Hugh Jackman being back in it, but I wasn't expecting it. Like obviously we got to see him put his mask, like his yellow suit on for the first time, and then we had the return of Johnny Blaze with Chris Evans and Blade and Elektra and like all them cameos.
Yeah.
Like it was good. It was just good to see that many like superheroes on like retired superheroes back on it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I really enjoyed it. Do you know what? I've only watched it once actually. I've been wanting to watch it again because I haven't watched it. I've only watched it once. So
That's
the
the
other
only
one
one
was
I've not seen. The first two I saw in the cinema, but I've not seen the third one at all.
yeah, it's really good. Yeah, if I find it on the cheap, I'll definitely get it.
Last superhero movie I saw was like last one I watched in cinema was Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and I cried. And I don't think I've seen any superhero movies in cinema since.
What happened at the end of the set? Did Yandu die?
Yondu died.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is that why you cried?
Literally, I went to cinema twice that week, and Yondu died in Guardians of the Galaxy, and Captain Barbossa died in Pirates of the Caribbean, Salazar's Revenge.
I don't think I've
And
seen that. Hang on, which one's Salazar's Revenge? I don't think I've seen that one. Is that the last one that came out?
it was the last one. There's like weird scenes of like a younger Jack Sparrow, and they're like CGI'd Johnny Depp's face onto like another guy.
Oh, I think.
It's got Kaya Scalera, who played Effie in Skins. She's in that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know. I'd have to.
Like Barbossa's daughter. I've only seen it the once in cinema, but I remember it like crying. But they both came out in the same week.
Oh, right, okay. So it was just a teary week. It was a bad week.
It was a sad week in cinema, yeah.
My next one was Nosferatu.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Like that one, because like obviously I'm heavy into horror, so like I love like set, like if it's done right, like good set period, like horror. Like that's like, yeah, I really like. I know it's like a very similar tale to Dracula, but yeah, like I just thought the tone was dead dark. He was very vicious and seductive with the girl, Mina. Was it Mina? Is it Mina?
In Nosferatu, she's got a different name, I think.
Yeah, I can't. I know Mina's in Dracula. I can't remember her name. But yeah, like I definitely want to watch that again. I just love like how different it was to
That's
like.
also on Prime now.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just loved how different it was to like its normal spin on things.
Yeah.
But like what's his name? Is it Orlok?
Count Orlok, yeah.
Count Orlok. Yeah, I thought he looked proper crazy, like how like with his big mustache and like how massive he was. Then like he was like anorexic underneath his jacket.
Yeah. See, I love Dracula, but Nosferatu released here on the 1st of January. It released on New Year's Day. So we went to see it like the day of release, and I was really disappointed by it, like, because I love Dracula. I love so many tales of Dracula, but I didn't like Nosferatu. And so many people was like hating on my review and stuff because I wasn't a big fan, but I really didn't like the mustache. And I just think his design was a bit grim, like, because even like the 1920s Orlok, like, he's not like nice to look at, but is a bit more mysterious, whereas the newer Count Orlok was just like a creepy old man. It seemed like a bit of a weird perv rather than this mythical being. And yeah, I do want to rewatch it because I think maybe because I was hoping for so much and then I went in and I was disappointed. I think maybe that like clouded my judgment. But I think if I watch it again thinking like, nah, it's okay, I might actually enjoy it a bit more the second time.
Do you know what, right? You know what you should do? Watch it again with like an open mind and then do a video, like a YouTube or whatever, saying like just thumbnail it Nosferatu revisited, and then just like do a video, see if it's changed your mind or not.
Yeah.
Knowing your luck, you're like, oh yeah, I didn't mind it. Then everyone will be like, oh, you changed your mind now. Oh,
yeah. There's both of your favourites.
Yeah, that was it for me. What were yours?
So one of them technically doesn't count as 2024. So we both live in England. So Late Night with the Devil was released here in 2024, but if you look on Letterboxd, it says 2023 because it released 23 in America. But for us, it was 2024, because it was the last movie I saw in cinema before having my little girl. I literally had a baby like 3 days after watching it in cinema. Like I remember being sat in cinema and getting like little twinges and stuff. Like I think I was about to go in labour. But even if labour had started, it was so good I wouldn't have left the cinema. I'd be like, waiting until the end. But yeah, Late Night with the Devil was so good. It was so different. It
Was that
counts as a found.
was that where they were on an interview show?
Yeah, yeah, and David Dastmalchian plays like the TV show host.
Yeah,
Like it just made me feel so like nostalgic and like I literally didn't sleep like the night of watching the movie. Because on TikTok I was proper in a little hole, like a rabbit hole about the fact that some people say that celebrities sacrifice babies and stuff. Um at this, is it Hemlock Grove? Bohemian Grove? Bohemian Grove, there's like a big owl statue, and a lot of people say there's a lot of scary rituals and stuff that go down there, from people in Hollywood and stuff. So I'd been researching that for a few days, and then to go into the movie and they make a whole thing about the Hearst being part of that group and brought it up and stuff, like I couldn't sleep. I was that anxious about the Bohemian Grove situation.
God. What else? What else did you have? Or was that it?
I also had Lisa Frankenstein, which I love. It's like it's got Cole Sprouse in it, or Dylan Sprouse, might be Dylan Sprouse, one of the Sprouse twins, and it's like an 80s sort of teenage.
Oh, that name's ringing a bell, aren't they?
It's kind of like a rom-com kind of thing.
Was
she
the lettering
visits.
like in green?
It's like pink and green.
Yeah, I think I remember it now. Yeah.
Yeah, but she somehow brings a guy that's buried in a cemetery back to life, and like he's kind of a not boyfriend, and yeah, it's just a really fun 80s cheesy sort of chick flick kind of horror, but it's really funny and it's really good. So I would recommend it.
No, I'll give it a. If I can get it on, yeah, I'll give it a watch. Right, all right, what's your next question?
What movie gets you in the mood for spooky season?
See, when I thought like this one, I got straight away. Like I didn't even have to think. So for me, hang on a minute. Which question are we on?
What gets you in the mood for spooky season?
Right. Oh, okay. So it's obviously Halloween and Scream.
Mm-hmm.
Them are the two, like the two. Ghostface and Michael Myers are my two favorite slashers. So yeah, like the easiest way, like in October for me to get into the mood, I'll just whack one of them on, and it's they're just two classic films for me. But I have a question for you. Before you answer your questions, if obviously you've seen Halloween, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and have you seen the rest? Or have you only seen like a couple of the others?
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you seen them all?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Did you see your favourites, Halloween 3, last time?
Yeah, of the whole franchise, Halloween 3.
Yeah.
But I am a Halloween Ends fan as well, so other Halloween fans wouldn't look at me as a true Halloween fan.
Right, so, actually, while you've brought Halloween Ends up, what time do you normally get up on a morning?
It completely depends. Sometimes 6 in the morning, sometimes 8. It just depends.
Right, well, I'm going to break the news on here while we're doing it. Tomorrow morning, this is all if she doesn't cancel on me, so I'm hoping this still goes ahead. So tomorrow morning at 6:30 in the morning, I am doing a live interview with Nurse Deb from Halloween Ends.
Woo!
Yeah, Michelle Dawson. We weren't meant to do it last month, but she had to cancel because she had stuff on. But she has agreed to like come back, like agreed to this time slot. So it's going to be 9:30 at night on the Friday her time, and 6:30 in the morning on the Saturday my time.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm at work till midnight on Friday night tonight. So by the time I get showered, it's going to be about 1 o'clock. So then I have to be back up for 6 to get this all set up, ready for the interview.
Yeah, that's not going to be fun.
Yeah, so like I'm just praying that like as she's talking, I'm just not going to go.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen, but congratulations.
I'm just going to go like this before I start talking to her, just slap
Just keep
myself.
spraying yourself with water.
But yeah, no, she said she's up for doing it, so yeah, so she's going to be on the channel tomorrow morning at 6:30. If you're up, you know, we'll be.
I'm awake all of it.
Yeah, if you're awake, just make sure you tune in for it and have your morning coffee or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But, oh, go on.
I was gonna say I tend to get up early just so I can have a little bit of me time before the baby wakes up. So yeah, I'll just be sat watching it.
I'm hoping, like with the amount of stuff I've got out, like I said, when I message people, I'm like, oh, have you got a spare 10 to 15 minutes? But I'm going to try and keep her on as long as possible. So I'm hoping it might be like 45 minutes to an hour maybe with the questions I've got. But I was saying that, did you manage to catch more of the interview I did with Clem off Buffy?
No, I've been quite busy, and then I was poorly a couple of days ago, so I'm like behind on everything.
Oh, well, yeah. When I did that interview, we it's like obviously it was on for an hour, but yeah, it was sound. Like he was so like relaxed and chill to talk to, and he had like you could tell like he loved the show, like being on the show, and we just talked about him being on the show, how long the aesthetics put on, like how big the sets were, and being back for the Audible Slayers podcast and everything. But yeah, we just had a good chat for like an hour. But right, here's my question to you. Saying that, what's your favorite? What's your films to get stuck into?
So my spooky season go-to was Trick or Treat, which I think came out in 2007. It's like an anthology, so it's like a collection of like short stories within a town that are all set on Halloween night. And it's got the character Sam. Let me grab a little Sam. I'm sure a lot of people have seen Sam.
Yeah,
I've got a tattoo of Sam actually. But yeah, it's kind of like the Halloween equivalent of a Christmas movie. Because like the vibe and stuff, because it's set on Halloween night and there's just a lot of people dressed up in costumes, there's people trick-or-treating, and yeah, it's just a really fun watch. I'd say it's also really good like introductory horror. Like I don't know your parenting style on watching, like letting your kid watch horror movies, but I watched a lot of insane horror movies when I was younger. But it's definitely one that I'd show my little one when she's like 10. If she's that kind of kid. Like my boyfriend was a big scaredy cat, so he wasn't into horror. But I was into horror from like 6 years old.
Yeah, same.
Just depends on your kid, but I would say it's a good introductory horror.
Do you know what? Right, I've seen like the poster and like the figures and everything, but I've never watched that film. I've been meaning to watch.
It's so good.
I know, like I need to get back. I need to get back into watching just like new horror. So I think I'm just too stuck in my way. In my ways, like just being like 80s and 90s, like what I know and like what I love to watch. But
well, it's 2007, so it's
not
old now, but it's either 2007 or 2003, but I'm sure it's 2007.
Oh, that's not too bad then. Do you know what? Right, one I mean, I'll never do this again. But one year, like a few years ago, during October, I did a full 31 horror films in October.
Yeah, I've got friends that do that. Every year I plan to do it and then I just don't get around to it.
It's
Maybe
really
this
hard.
year.
It is really hard. Like, unless you proper keep at it, like watching one a day. Like, obviously, if you like, just say you go out for the day, or you have a night out, or you're doing something, and then you miss that day, then you've got to catch up with 2 films the next day, and
Yeah,
so it started off. I mean, I managed to do it. I managed to get all 31 horror films done in that, like, in the full of October, but my God, it took some doing. Like, it came to the point where I was like watching 3 to 4 films a day because that was stuff on with work and everything, and I just never got the time to do it. And but I'd never do it again because it was just too much. You start off like so easy. Oh yeah, I'll get one watched, 2 hours out the way done. And then you get to about like film 6 or something, and then you're like, oh, can I be bothered watching another film like on the bounce? And then it just gradually kept getting more and more and more. But if you're gonna do it, you need to be committed to doing it because
you need to dedicate the time for sure.
Yeah, it is tough. But my question to you as well, we're on Halloween. If Halloween, like 78, just came out as a standalone film, and none of the other films were made, like from Halloween 2 right up to ends, none of them had even got made, would it be considered today as still an iconic classic, or just a B-plus movie that's forgotten about?
I think it would still be considered a classic because it was the first ever slasher movie like that. So at the time, so the reason stuff says like John Carpenter's Halloween, John Carpenter's whatever, it tends to be when a movie's put forward and they think it's gonna fail. If they think something's gonna fail, they'll put someone's name in front of it because it's not on the studio, it's on that person. If you know what I mean? I was watching a documentary about it, so that's why a lot of older things does say like the person's name. Even like it's Nightmare Before Christmas says Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas because it was completely different to anything Disney had ever done because it was dark and scary. Disney didn't want anything to do with it, so there was like, we'll put your name so it's on you. And Halloween was the same, so Halloween and Friday the 13th were the 2 original slashers like that. The difference between them is that in Halloween there's no blood at all in the first movie because it wasn't allowed. Whereas Friday the 13th was a different studio company and there was like, yeah, you can use blood, so they went a bit overboard with the blood for the time. So yeah, I don't think it's like the legacy of Michael that makes it iconic. I think just because it was the first ever big movie at the time that was a girl being chased by some mysterious force that was just killing for no reason. Because things that came previously, like Psycho and stuff, you kind of knew reasoning behind the killings, whereas that was just, it was just doing it because we still don't really know why Michael was killing.
Yeah, that's true. But good answer, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, well, I was gonna say, like, over the course of like when we do live streams and stuff, obviously we don't have to do just movie news. We can obviously do deep dives into Halloween. We can do deep dives into Friday, Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, whatever.
Yeah, so we could just chat about whatever pops in our heads.
Yeah, like we can just do general chit chat, or we can do deep dives into the franchise, like a franchise each video. There's like there's loads of possibilities on what we can like talk about. So, what was yours? Oh no, sorry, you've already
I did Trick or Treat. Yeah. I can move on to the next question there.
Yeah, go for it.
What is your go-to summer horror movie?
So Well, I thought about this and it was like easy peasy for me. So it is Jaws.
Same.
Without question, like, do you know what? Give me 2 seconds because I showed these on another video, but I'll show you as well. Just give me 2 seconds. I'll show them in the part of the collection. Hang on. Oh God. Oh, I'm sat on a leather chair, so my ass is sweating.
Oh, the weather's horrible.
I'll tell you about it. Yeah, Jaws 1 and 2. Obviously, Jaws 2 is not as good as the first. Like, well, I mean, it's still like up there, but Jaws 1
It's
is
got
just...
Michael Caine in it.
No, that's Jaws 4. That's Jaws.
Is that 4? Where he's on a little plane?
Yeah, that's Jaws the Revenge. That's Jaws 4.
I don't think I actually remember Jaws 2.
So
I think I remember the first one and the fourth one.
You not remember Jaws? Do you know what Jaws 2 was on ITV4 the other night, actually?
I remember. Oh no, the third one was the 3D one, right? Jaws
yeah, it was
3D.
the thing, but Waterworld.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Number 2 is where all the kids are sailing towards Cable Junction.
Okay,
yeah. And the guy in the helicopter gets killed. But if you look on the DVDs, there's a deleted scene where you actually see the guy in the helicopter getting killed underwater. So, like, obviously in the main film, it just like he flips the chopper over and then it sinks. But like in the deleted scene, it shows you underneath, like in the water and like him getting killed like through the glass and everything. Which
there's a documentary on Shudder, which is an additional thing on Amazon Prime you can pay for. And there's a series called Cursed Films, and it's not just horror films, but it's movies that have got like curses and bad stuff around them. And the Twilight Zone movie, there was a scene where the main character had hold of 2 kids and he was like running through a lake and there was a helicopter overhead. And John Landis directed it, so the guy who directed like Blues Brothers and stuff. He kept saying like he wants more pyroglyphics and more fire and stuff. And they kept telling him it was unsafe. And something went wrong and the helicopter like dipped and the propellers like take out the man. I think he was called Vic Reeves maybe. But the propellers like kill the man and the kids. They're literally just like unalived. And yeah, like he didn't go to prison or anything for it. Like I think they tried to fine him and he even got out of that. Like he had no punishment, but it was his direction that caused like an adult and 2 children, young children. There was both like under 5, I think. And yeah, it's awful. But if you watch the documentary, you can see like the helicopter hit the water. Like 1 second they're stood there, and the next they're just gone.
You know.
So I'd recommend the documentary, but it's like really scary.
Oh, you know. But yeah, for me, I did recently I did like a Jaws 50th anniversary special video. But yeah, like before then, like a couple of years ago, I did a Jaws 1 video and a Jaws 2 video, like reviews, where I put like all behind the scene footages, clips of the films in each one. Which like I thought it turned out really well, to be honest, because like it showed like on certain scenes on Jaws 2, like the camera's showing you like from the fin, like going towards the board. Like I've put like behind the scene pictures of like the cameraman sat on the back of the fin, like so he's got the camera like at the side of the fin. And then like it shows you the cameraman the picture, and then like it blends into the actual film like going into it. So like, but yeah, like Jaws 1 and Jaws 2. But also, I still know what you did last summer. I still know what you did last summer. Where it's set in the Caribbean. Would
That's
that
fair.
be classed as like a summer film?
Yeah, it
It's
just
like
gives you like summer vibes.
yeah, 'cause it's in the Caribbean, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
because my other one would be The Lost Boys. Because obviously
yeah,
you've got the Santa Monica Lake Beach
yeah,
and Funfair Lake. It just gives summer.
yeah. That'd be good to go to. That like the Santa Monica Pier, like where they do the Lost Boys like outdoor screening.
Yeah, one of my friends went last year. She just went on her own, bless her, and she toured all the Lost Boys locations and like you can go to the granddad's house and like so many people take off like bits of wood or the bricks and stuff. And so many people own parts of this Lost Boys house. It's insane.
Bloody hell. But, what would yours be? Apart from, was it just yours for you?
Jaws, The Lost Boys,
Oh,
also Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I watch that all year round, but I think it does make a good summer watch.
mm. Oh, there
Yeah,
you go.
that's a great 80s movie. Everyone should go see it. It's
I know. I
hilarious.
still need to see it. I still haven't.
Oh, it's so funny.
Oh. What's your next question?
What TV shows are you currently watching? Like what shows?
Do you know
series?
what? Do you know what? At the minute, I'm watching Love Island. Believe it or
I
not.
love that. I've only ever watched one season of it, but I did enjoy it. But yeah, every year.
Yeah, like my wife, she loves like stuff like that. But then I say I'm not gonna watch it, but I do. I end up watching it, and now I'm in too deep now. So
yeah, you just sneakily glance at it, and then 5 minutes later, you're like, "Oh my god, what's going on?"
it was Casa Amor the other night. So it was the recoupling yesterday, and all the shit went down, and
yeah. The only season I've ever seen is the one with like Tommy Fury and Molly May.
oh yeah, that was a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's because I was in college and like I did health and social care, so it was just a class of girls, and they was all quite typical girls, so they would all watch it. So I felt like I had to watch it just to like know what they was talking about.
Yeah. Apart from that, AEW.
Okay, yeah.
Like obviously, I'm a big wrestling fan, so I do watch WWE clips every now and again, but I used to be a massive WWE, like WWF. I still am a WWF fan. But then, like, I watched it for years. Like, well, it was WWE, but then once AEW came around, I've just like completely switched over to that. I didn't think I would, but I just found their like wrestling so much better. Because they're not like sports entertainers; they're actually like professional, like wrestlers. But like just the matches are like so much better than what WWE are giving out. So
see, I like my boyfriend's been a wrestling fan for years, so we watch WWE. I don't actually care about anything really that happens in the ring. I like all the drama and stuff. Like it's a soap for men.
The backstage promos.
It's Love Island for men because they just argue and like beef with each other, and like that's why I like their entrances when they come out. Do you know who the Wyatt Six are?
The Wyatt family, yeah.
Yeah, so their entrance is insane. It's so good. Aleister Black's got a really good entrance. Like, I love it when they come out and they just start playing different music. Like, I like their entrances, I like their drama, and I like their outfits. Some of the ring stuff's cool, but I don't really care about the fighting that much. So sometimes when they're fighting, I'll like look at my phone. I'm literally just there for the drama.
Just waiting for the bell ring to finish. So get the next match out.
It's why, like, the Royal Rumble's my favourite because they'll do a countdown for like 10 seconds and it's like, oh my god, who's coming out? And then someone will come out, they'll play a bit of music, and then someone else will come out and
Yeah, that and WrestleMania are my two. Like, that's what I'm saying, like, that's SummerSlam and WrestleMania, like, they're the three that I will watch, like, that I will actually, like, the rest...
It's SummerSlam in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, but in August, is it
Yeah.
August?
It's Evolution this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Like the all-girl one.
yeah. They did it. They did it a few years ago. It's like it's the second one they're doing it. They did it with yeah, when like they were making the women's evolution a massive thing at the time, and then they made the pay per view. But then they've tried to do the exact same thing again. Like for this one, it just hasn't panned out at all. Like
No.
they're having to bring back Hall of Famers, like just to like promote it in the matches.
Mm-hmm.
Considering like it's, because I was just reading on it this morning actually. They're meant to be like this massive women's pay per view, and they haven't even sold 5,000 tickets.
That's really sad. So a lot of
Yeah.
the girls are really, really good.
I know
They're
that's
having
what
a
I mean.
couple of the NXT girls on it as well.
I know, but that's the only thing. Like when you're bringing back like Nikki Bella and Trish Stratus, like you don't need them. Like
I hate Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, Charlotte. The one person I do love though is
Flair.
the one person I do love is Ric Flair, just for his comedic chops. The woo-hoo! It's like his little strut like that. There you go. What are you watching at the minute?
So we're currently watching X-Files that I've seen before. It's one of my favorite TV shows ever. My partner's not seen it. We're watching it very, very slowly because he never wants to watch it. I don't think he's a big fan. So we're on like season 2 of that. It's not even a long show either. There's only 3 seasons.
I thought what, the X-Files?
No, sorry, that was the other one. Twin Peaks. I got myself confused. So we are watching X-Files. That is very long.
There's 9 seasons or something.
Yeah, and then there's a few later ones that they've made.
Yeah, they brought it out, didn't they? A few years ago.
Yeah, but we're kind of watching 2 seasons at like 2 series at once. We're watching X-Files and we're watching Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is the one that he's not a big fan on, so it's taking like forever. That's only 3 seasons, and then X-Files we've been dipping in and out for like 2 years.
2 years. 2 counts.
We don't really get that much time to actually watch stuff together because by the time the little one's gone to sleep and we've tidied up, then it's practically bedtime for work.
Yeah.
And then we're also watching WWE, so we'll watch Raw and SmackDown and all the extra stuff. Yeah. Wrestling's like a full-time job. Like I never realised how much there actually is.
Yeah, that's why I stopped watching WWE, because obviously I was watching AEW, and then I was trying to watch them both. It's just too much like through the week it's like your full week's taken up by wrestling.
Yeah, because at one point he was watching all the WWE stuff plus NXT, which is like an extra 2 shows, I think. And then if you like one of my friends, also a horror girly, she watches like New Japan and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's
and like if you was to watch everything from the wrestling world to try and keep up with it, you would not do anything but watch wrestling.
Yeah,
it's like a full-time job.
Yeah, like it's when WrestleMania week comes around, because obviously you'll have Raw, SmackDown, NXT, then you've got the Hall of Fame, the NXT pay-per-view, then the 2 to 3 hours WrestleMania pre-show, then the 2 nights of WrestleMania, and
yeah, so this year my partner actually booked WrestleMania off work so we could watch it.
Oh, I thought you were going to take tickets there. I was like, what?
Oh no, I wish. But yeah, he booked it off so we could watch it, and it was so much. Like we watched the Hall of Fame show, the opening things, and then you've got your normal shows, and it's a lot.
Yeah, like with the Hall of Fame now, I only watch the person who I really want. I mean, I watched the full Triple H Hall of Fame induction. And I watched the Austin and Bret Hart induction. But yeah, I watched both nights of Mania. I thought the first night was better than the second night, by far.
Well, this year the Hall of Fame was quite sweet because Lex Luger got put in, and he's like,
oh yeah,
it was paralysed and stuff, and he's been working really hard on his rehab, and it's so sad to see how physically massive and like fit he was years ago, and now he's like really unwell.
Yeah, it's
Um,
crazy, isn't it?
but the Undertaker's wife, like Michelle McCool, got put in, and she was really boring. I like the Undertaker, but his wife was really boring.
So close, we got put in, yeah, but she was boring. Yeah, oh, should we? Yeah, like I've always loved wrestling. Like, there's no getting around. I mean, I've recently just bought a PS2 to like play like old wrestling games. So I just got SmackDown Just Bring It for £1.
Oh, nice.
So I've been playing like all old school PS2 games, but
Mhm.
like the consoles I've got now. So I go through all the like computer consoles I have now because I've been rebuying loads.
Mhm.
So I have an emulator, which like loads of people have, where it's got like everything from the Commodore 64 right up through the Master System, Mega Drive, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Game Boy Color, Sega Genesis, like everything all on like one little micro card. So like I've got like thousands and thousands of games there. Then a few months ago, my friend at work gave me a free chipped PS1.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and a load of games with it. And I already had like a load of games anyway, so like I've got a ton of PS1 games to play now. But obviously in the garage, I have an old school box VHS mini telly. So I found a PS1 shooter gun on the boot sale for £2.
Oh, that's good.
So I can hook that up to my telly and the PS1. So I've been playing like Point Blank and the original Time Crisis.
Mhm.
But like I'd seen the gun on the boot sale, and I was like, "Oh, how much is this?" It was just buried in a load of like joypads. I was like, "How much do you want for this, mate?" He was like, "Oh, £2." So I was like, "Oh, sound, yeah, I'll have that." So then I went on eBay, and I was like, "That must be worth something for more than £2." So I looked on it, and it was ranged between 80 to 90 quid and 80 to £100 for that gun.
Mhm.
And then
My
I was like, "Oh god,
sorry. My ex-boyfriend was a big Resident Evil fan, and he had a Nintendo GameCube, and he got this controller for it that's like shaped like a chainsaw. It's
oh,
like a chainsaw thing that you put your controller into, and that's worth like a shit ton of money.
oh,
But
really?"
yeah, it's crazy how much like retro game stuff's worth.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. Like say, like I went up another boot sale and I'd found Resident Evil 2 for PC for 20p,
Mhm.
like double disc, and I was like fucking hell, it's like 20 quid on eBay. I was like, it's like even if I just put it on for like after, I mean, I don't own a PC, but
Mhm.
like I'd seen it, so I was like, that's got to be worth something. Resident Evil 2 is like one of like a fan favorite,
Yeah.
but well, oh yeah, so I've got a PS2, which I've just been like started rebuying games for. I've got an original Xbox, which I have the actually I have two copies of Buffy the Vampire Slayer the game for it.
That was a good game.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I used to love playing. I used to love playing that. I've just restarted playing it as well. Again, but yeah, I made like a full video on it on the game. It's like showing like clips of like walkthroughs and out like in the library, like running around the library and stuff.
Mhm.
Like I filmed like just put my like little camera there in my tripod, and
Yeah.
like I was just obviously you can hear all the like all of me just clicking the buttons away, like running about everywhere.
We
But
should do a live just talking about our favorite horror games sometime.
yeah, I'd be up for that. I mean, I don't know how many horror games are out there now. I have no idea.
Quite a lot. There's like Until Dawn,
Oh yeah,
all the Silent Hills, all the Resident Evils, Left 4 Dead.
I'd have to have a proper look into that because I haven't really. But I can't remember the last time I actually played like a good. Until Dawn was the last horror game I played.
Until Dawn's really good.
Yeah, it took me a week to do that. So I did like an hour each day, like just doing like a chapter a day.
Yeah.
But what else have I got? Oh, I've got a Xbox 360. My little one's got a Nintendo Switch. A PS4. I've got a lot of consoles.
Yeah.
What's your next question?
Should we do our collection bits now?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm gonna have to go in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. We'll do. Yeah, we'll do. Whatever questions you've got left, we'll just save for another time. Yeah. Right.
Shall I
yeah.
start?
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
I've got these little NECA figures that are from Halloween 3. So it's just the little kids' costumes. You've got the witch, the pumpkin head, and the skeleton. Little toony terrors, and they're quite cute. This was really sought after when it came out. It didn't come out too long ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they look good. Yeah, I've got the.
Cute.
Did I show you my other ones on the last one we did? I can't remember.
I think so.
It was like in the.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if we did it or not. Right. I'll show you two on the bounce of mine. So, speaking of Jaws, I have recently bought the NECA Jaws 50th anniversary NECA.
That's
Quint.
so cool. I love that. He's so cute.
Can you see that without the shine on?
Yeah, he's really cute.
And we have Quint.
Oh, Quint. I love that. They've released so many good Jaws bits for the anniversary. Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah.
How do you display him? Do you have them open or do you have them closed?
Do you know what I want? I want I'm hoping to buy like a big, like a grid wall, like a metal grid wall. Do you know the hooks coming out?
Yes, you can actually
prop them up on the hooks like that.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a proper shop display.
Yeah.
Make you just take them off and look at them because I just don't know where to put them because I've got that many figures now. I just need like a proper display shelf to display stand to put them all on. But that's one of my future purchases I'm gonna think about. Do you know what? Right, I wanted to get the Sheriff Brody one, but because the family his family won't let them make one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I fucking need the third one to complete the three people. I'm like, bollocks. Right, what's your next one?
So last time it was a Michael plushie, and today I've got a little Freddy plushie. He's a little cutie. My little girl loves stealing my horror plushies, walking around with them. But this is so expensive for a plushie. It was $21.99.
God.
And you just think the size of it, what the hell?
Yeah.
So expensive for a little teddy. It's cute though.
How many things have you got? Because I've got a couple of things here.
I've got 2 more after that, but I am stood next to my horror stuff, so I can grab more.
Right, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 6. I've got 6.
Okay.
I just grabbed whatever.
I've got 4 left.
Oh, that's alright.
Yeah.
Right, my next one up is
awesome. I have that exact guy, but when I moved house, his packaging broke, so now he is.
Is that the same thing that after Bendy fix?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this for Father's Day last year.
Oh. Yeah, it's the Bendy Figs one, but yeah, my packaging broke, so I had to take him out. And the balloon does not stay up at all.
Oh, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's better off kept in the packaging.
Absolutely. I'm a keep in the box person anyway. This was just because the box was broken. I had to take it out. But yeah, the balloon just
Oh yeah.
rubbish. Because it's
Oh,
got a tiny bit of tape, like keeping his balloon in his hand.
oh yeah, I see, yeah.
It's just not great. But it's cute.
Right,
Um,
you go on, Margot. Do you want to go?
yeah. I've got
Right.
this little Jason Voorhees pop
Oh,
vinyl.
yeah. Oh, actually, speaking of which, I have possibly got another interview lined up. Like, I'm only in early
Ooh.
talks with him, so we are just starting to talk. But he did say he's like well up for doing it, so I just need to figure out, like, obviously time differences. So the person who I possibly might be interviewing next is Ari Leham. He
Oh,
played
okay. Yeah.
he played the original Jason in Friday the 13th, where he
Mm-hmm.
comes up the canoe and drags her in.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
So
seen him on documentaries. Yeah.
so he
That's
might be
really
my
cool.
so he might be my next guest I'll be interviewing.
That's super cool.
Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Right, next up, I have
Candyman.
Candyman Fell of the Flesh.
Love that.
You can see it. Can you see it without the
Cute.
glass?
Yeah, the packaging's nice.
Yeah. Do you know what? Right, the Candyman and the two jars I got from the same stall from the Comic Con that I went to the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I got that Candyman last year, and it was the same stall that were doing the jars because they have like a shop in like Stockton, where like near where I live. They have like a full comic shop,
Mm-hmm.
like Necker and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
My next guy, I've got another Pennywise.
Oh yeah,
This
that
is
one looks better.
also a Necker one.
Yeah, that's
Um,
better.
yeah, my partner got me this for Valentine's Day a couple of years ago. But yeah, this was from HMV actually, but the box is really nice. The back's a bit boring. It's just got a picture of him.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he does have like a scary face and his little balloon. But yeah, he's really cute. I really like this outfit.
Oh yeah, nice. Right. Next up, I have the mask.
Cute.
Yeah.
Hmm. I've got one of those like next to me.
Oh yeah, it's exactly the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the light up one. We sleep with this on like a night light. Like I don't have any other lights on, just that little guy.
Oh, that's alright. It's cool. Right. What have you got next? Oh, was that it? Oh, have you got?
I have Sam from Trick or Treat as a pop vinyl.
Ah.
So he's a little cutie. Again, plug in Trick or Treat. You need to watch it. It's so cute. Like just for Sam. He's a little cutie.
Oh, very nice. Right. Next up, all the things I have made myself.
Oh wow.
So these are a few things that I've made myself. So do you know these things are like the things I've done are like easy enough to make you say, like you could do it.
Mm-hmm.
So do you know in Scream where the new Scream where they have like the full stab collection?
Yeah.
So I had a bunch of blank DVD cases,
Mm-hmm.
and I just went online and I copied and pasted. So I've made myself like a full stab collection on
That's so
DVD.
cool.
So like obviously there's nothing on the back there, but like so there's
Mm-hmm.
I mean they're all blank like DVD discs, but there's one. There's number 2.
Cute.
Number 3.
They're really cool props.
Yeah, that's why I did it. Like they were free. I went to the library. It cost me like, I don't know, like 60 pence to make.
Mhm.
There's 4. There's 5. 6.
Mhm.
7. And 8.
8. They're
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. Like I
They're good,
said, like, it only cost me like
picture backgrounds, like props.
yeah. Just Google like stab DVD covers, and then the full lot came on. Just copy and pasted and printed them off. Easy,
Mhm.
easy peasy. Was that it? You've got
My final one is a little Art the Clown pop, and this one's covered in blood. I did have the plain one as well, but I sold that recently on Vinted.
how come you got rid of it?
I've been having like a clear out of different bits, to be fair, because we moved and like I don't have as much shelving as I used to, so everything's kind of like
Got it
spread
around
out, and yeah, so it was just really stressing me out. So like I kind of just want it all to fit, and you'll know as collecting stuff sometimes like you have more money than sense, and you'll see some at Convention or something or Forbidden Planet. It's like, oh, that's cool, so I'll buy it, but it doesn't actually go with anything else.
Yeah.
And I just had a lot of like random stuff. Like I'm not actually a massive Terrifier fan. Like I like them, but I think they're a little bit overhyped.
Yeah, I've only seen number 3, so I didn't really
Okay.
I didn't
Yeah.
reckon too much to it.
Like I like them, but it's not my absolute favourite. So I'm like,
Yeah,
I'll keep
I'll get the
this
hype.
one because I really like this pop. But yeah, I've changed my mind on like what I collect. Like I want to collect stuff that I like really, really, really like and what goes with
Yeah.
things. So I've got like a lot of Chucky stuff. A lot of Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I'm collecting all of them pops. So yeah, I just want my stuff to like match a bit more and
Yeah.
actually reflect like what my favourite stuff is, rather
Yeah,
than the odd random.
just
Yeah.
that you don't want it, yeah. Right,
Mhm.
so this one is so there was someone on eBay. Do you know what, like horror decals? Do you know, like sticky things that you can
Yeah,
like put on?
decals.
Yeah, decal. I can't pronounce it. Decal. Decals.
It's because it's like an American word, I think.
Yeah,
We don't really
decal.
use it in
Yeah.
England.
Just stickers. stickers. Go with
Stickers,
stickers.
yeah.
So this person on eBay was selling like 4 for a £5. Like all big horror pictures. So I was like, how cool would it be to make my own horror popcorn ball?
Yeah.
So and I messaged the person. I was like, oh, can I have this? Oh, he's doing 5 for like a certain amount. And I was like, oh, can I have 4? And can I give you my YouTube logo instead of a 5th one?
Mhm.
So he was like, oh yeah. He was like, fine. So I paid like a £5 for him, and then I was like, right, I need a popcorn thing, but like the popcorn tubs were like, do you know, like a proper popcorn box? They weren't big enough to put on. So I went to work, and it cost me like 60 pence for like just a plastic ball.
Yeah.
So this is how my own popcorn ball has turned out. Right, so we've got that there.
Oh, that's really cool.
We've got him there.
Mhm.
Him there. You've got Michael Myers there.
The Michael's cute.
And you've got Freddy there. And then
Cute.
you've got my logo there.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So like £6, and I've got my own horror popcorn bowl.
Personalised popcorn bowl.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Might have to steal that idea.
You can do it if you want. Don't worry. Right. You got anything left, or is that it?
No, that's it for me.
Right. So I found this online, which I shouldn't be saying this, like, but a certain website, I can't remember what it was, made a Scream board game.
Mhm.
So I copied it and pasted it, and I just put it in and I laminated it myself.
That's really
in
cool.
this. So it's like a Monopoly version of Scream.
Yeah.
And then I was like, so I don't know if you can see it, like some of the things.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it. But I was like, there must be a way to make your own board games. And when I got my brain racking, it's actually pretty easy to make yourself. So again, I went to the library, I've done it all myself. So I found out you can download like blank Monopoly boards.
Make
So
your own.
so I just downloaded the blank Monopoly board and I copy and pasted all the pictures in there. But I won't go through all of these because, like, in this bag you've got like quotes, trivia questions, pictures to like collect as you go around the board. And so I made two, and then I was like, I wonder what it'll be like if I put them on like the Facebook groups and everything. So I put one of them on, and it cost me like, say, £3 to make. Like, I made 4 of them, so I put them on for sale at like £50 a piece, and I made £200 off £3.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
But then I got told to stop doing it due to copyright off the wife, so I was like, fair enough. I was like, I've just made £200 off £3, so like I'm happy.
Yeah.
But so this was the first one I made.
Oh wow, Fright Night, yeah.
So Fright Night. So we've got everyone from Fright Night 1 all the way around to Fright Night the remake. Like Fright Night 1, Fright Night Part 2, Fright Night the remake. But on each one, you've got a quote and a question, and you've got to collect like a stake, a cross, sunlight, holy water, garlic bulb, and you get 3 lives if you get one wrong. Like, if you get a question wrong, you die, like you lose a life. But if you collect all 5 things, you move into the middle of the board, and then you have to fight Jerry Danridge, the vampire, and it's like highest dice wins. And if you lose, then you have to start back to the beginning.
Yeah. So that's really cool.
Yeah, so it is like fun. And my next one is Halloween.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's pretty much the same rules. I mean, I've got like a full I've got like a full rule, like printed out like a full rules sheet as well. So like explaining how to play the full game. Like, you go around the board, you have to collect a Michael mask, a Loomis gun, a Laurie Strode sign, a knife, a rope. And then as soon as you collect all 5, go into the middle of the board, fight Michael, highest dice wins. If you lose, back to the beginning. But there's like so many possibilities you could like make with them kind of games.
Yeah, they're really cool.
But yeah, but that's it. That's everything I've got to show for now.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get going now.
Yeah.
But it's been really fun.
Yeah, like I say, like it doesn't have to be like a 2-3 hour stream. We can just, knock off hour or whatever, hour and a bit or whatever. Just talking about. But obviously, with the 6 weeks coming up, obviously it might be a bit harder to do one like every couple of weeks or once a month. So even if we can't do one in August, we'll like once he goes back to school, I can definitely pick it back up in September.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
and then obviously we can do like one every 2 weeks, once a month, like while he's at school, and that won't be an issue at all. But yeah, thank you very much for my lovely new co-host. It's Spooky Fox.
Thank you for having me.
If you haven't seen her on Instagram, get yourself over there because the channel is amazing.
Oh, thank
you. You're welcome. But as always, thank you so much. And if we can try and squeeze one in over the holidays, we will. I'm sure we'll. If we're both free one day, we'll try and sort something out.
Yeah.
But if not, we will see you in the next one. So thank you very much for coming on today, and I will see you whenever. I'll see you whenever.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
See you later. And there we have it. She's gone. Thank you so much to my new co-host, Spooky Fox Harriet. If you haven't been over to Instagram, be sure to check her channel out because she has an amazing load of good stuff over there. As always, I am Athwood Movie Mania. Be sure to stick around for more live live streams. If you are watching, or if you are going to be watching later on today, be sure to stick around in the UK time tomorrow at 6:30 AM. I will be talking to Michelle Dawson, who played Nurse Deb in Halloween Ends. I'm so looking forward to doing that interview. As always, I'm Anthony with Movie Mania. Please leave your likes, your comments, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. See you later.